Throughout the original era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Thor as a character was actually considered to be a secondary force when in comparison to Iron Man or Captain America, even Hawkeye and Black Widow were viewed more favorably by casual audiences and serious readers of Marvel Comics. This all naturally had to do with the screenwriting on said depictions for these characters, on how the lack of such for Thor not only affected him but supporting characters to him as well. But the speculative scenario is this: that time when Odin just died in Thor Ragnarok. During the original era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, when Marvel Studios casted accredited actor Anthony Hopkins as Odin, it was speculated and opinionated that such a legendary actor of modern film would help to give legitimacy to the Thor films, and to help give credible supporting characters to the Asgardian lore. However, this did not happen, and the Thor films were later considered to be among the weakest out of all released by Marvel Studios, to the lacking screenwriting and waste of talent with accomplished actors or actresses connected to the Thor films. From information now known, Anthony Hopkins quickly became annoyed with the role as Odin and grew to hate it, as due to the events in the Dark World, Odin was technically dead as confirmed by himself and director Alan Taylor, with Marvel Studios setting up the end of the original era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Infinity War and Endgame, all related films to be released in theaters across the United States and the world had to have a consistent and coherent understanding of what was to occur, and the content depicted in these said films would need to abide by what Kevin Feige and even the Russo brothers desired. As per the original premise by Taika Waititi, Odin would be that of a senile, rambling old man who was discovered through circumstances by Thor and Loki. Odin would naturally rant about Asgard and the threat posed by Hela. Hela would then kill Odin before destroying Mjolnir, and Loki calling for Heimdall to help remove himself and Thor from the area. Through a combination of test screenings not reacting well to the particular scene, and Marvel executives not desiring for a death of such a character in a city-based setting which would be later depicted in Infinity War and Endgame, the entire scene of Odin's death was changed. The reshoots for the particular scene were done literally just before the film was released. This was why the computer graphic based imagery looks so shoddy and rushed when in comparison to the other scenes before or after. Even after the particular scene was reshot, sentiments from viewers of casual and serious backgrounds thought the way that Odin had died was somewhat of a disappointment, as nothing more could or would be done due to the requirements by Marvel Studios through Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers for Infinity War and Endgame, or even the sentiment by Anthony Hopkins. With the final aspect of discussion, the overall film of Thor Ragnarok was superb, and later considered to be the best Thor film of the original era with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Taika Waititi was later given permission to conceive of a fourth Thor film, being Love and Thunder, but this was eventually considered to be a disaster. Not only did it negatively affect his career as a filmmaker for a period of time, it caused critics and audiences to re-examine the death scene from the original premise to the official version. It was later speculated that the homeless Odin depiction was a veiled reference for Taika Waititi's take on Thor, as such was later depicted in Love and Thunder, but from that particular movie the examples were even more extravagant as to what Taika Waititi had done. The circumstances of Odin's death remains one of the most divisive occurrences within the original Marvel Cinematic Universe.